So I'm sick right now, so if my voice sounds a little funny in this video, then that's why. Man, I've been doing everything I possibly can to make myself feel better. I got these Kleenexes, I've been taking cough drops, I've been taking Dayquil, NyQuil. I even got this warm steam vaporizer in my room. It's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. I'm trying to not be sick forever. I just want to be sick for like one day and then hope like, all right, let's go. Because, man, I hate this. I hate being sick, dude. It's like the worst feeling of all time. But anyway, I wanted to talk about how funny I thought New Year's was. Just like how goofy I feel like some people act and just like the comedy of it, I guess. So basically what happened during this new year from 2023 to 2024, people in my neighborhood were freaking out, dude. I mean, it was like a goddamn party outside. I mean, it's midnight. It's 11 p.m. midnight. Actually, this happened from 9 p.m. all the way to like 1. So for 4 hours straight, people in my neighborhood were screaming and freaking out and shooting off fireworks, going like, "Woo! Yeah! This is awesome! Yeah!" And I find that so weird, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've got two dogs, right? One of mine is super scared of like fireworks and all those like loud noises. So he was just trying to hide. The other one was scared, but the other one just wanted to bark the whole time. So you have one of my dogs that's freaking out, scared, like sitting in a corner. And then the other one's like, whoa, 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 freaking out from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. So I didn't go to sleep until people were finally done shooting off fireworks. And I just find it so ridiculous how people are go to like sit in their house in a neighborhood. Maybe this is the incorrect opinion. Maybe this is crazy for me to say. But I find it so crazy how on New Year, people won't go to like an area to shoot off fireworks, just some area in the middle of nowhere or something like that. Because there's plenty of places like that here in Texas, right? Like, there's so many places people could go to, but instead people are like, you know what? I'm going to shoot off these super loud fireworks at midnight in my neighborhood with all these houses around and people probably trying to sleep because, not everybody makes a big fuss out of New Year like, woo, this is epic, woo, I love New Year. Like, not everybody does that, right? So I just find it crazy how people will buy fireworks, these super loud, like, fireworks, and then they'll light them off in their own neighborhood. It is just crazy. It is crazy. And then to do that from 9 p.m. all the way till 1 a.m., it's so disrespectful and insane. But when I was thinking about that, because I was laying in bed from the switch from 2023 to 2024, I was laying in bed, which I don't normally do. I normally go to sleep at like 2 to 4 a.m. But, that night was different. I wanted to go to sleep a little bit earlier. So, which I shouldn't have done. I should have just gone to bed at my normal time because I couldn't even go to sleep until they were done shooting off fireworks. But as I was sitting in my bed thinking about like how ridiculous this is, that they're just shooting off fireworks for hours and people outside are like screaming and having a good old time, which I think it's cool if people have a good old time, right? But I also think it's pretty rude. Like, that's crazy. But I was thinking about this one time when my girlfriend and I lived in an apartment, right? And when we lived there, between, I forget what year this was. Maybe it was the transition from 22 to 23 or 21 to 22, one or the other. We lived in that apartment for, I think, 2 years, right? Maybe. Yeah, one of the New Year's, one of the transitions, essentially what happened was we lived in like this big complex. So there was like this this big grass field in the middle of our apartment there was like okay, so basically let me set the stage. There were a ton of apartment complexes, right? There were a ton of apartment complexes. There was our apartment complex, and next to it was another one. It was like a square of apartment complexes and restaurants and stuff like that, right? And then in the middle of that square was this big green patch. Just grass. And people would go on that grass, they would have like Bible studies there and stuff. But one New Year, the transition from 21 to 22, I believe, they decided to play Pitbull Fireball, which I'm going to be honest, that is the most obnoxious, annoying song of all time. I cannot stand that song. And so imagine me, right? Imagine me, it's pitch black, you know, it's midnight, and all I hear through my window, because those apartments aren't soundproofed at all I hear through my window is fireball. Dun, 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 and all the people are like around dancing. They're all out in the green patch, like, woo! Dun, 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 dun. Fireball, woo! And it's just so obnoxious, dude. It is so annoying. I hate how they do that. That is so annoying. God, that's the most annoying song of all time for me. Ever since that little and I always, dude, I just hate it. I just hate that song so much. Fireball. It's so annoying. What are your guys' most annoying songs of all time? Because that is my most annoying song of all time, the Fireball. And it wasn't really an annoying song to me until New Year. Until that New Year switch where they're playing Fireball at midnight. God. I just couldn't believe it. And you know what? They didn't play it once. They played it like 10 times on loop. So for like an hour, all I heard out of my window at night was fireball. Oh my God. It was so annoying. But yeah, last night, or not last night, but the transition from 23 to 24 got me thinking about some old New Year's memories. And, you know, New Year's is pretty cool. Typically on New Year's, we play like board games till midnight. I don't know. Maybe that sounds lame, but yeah, we play board games till midnight. That's what I used to do when I lived with my parents. But my girlfriend was sick on New Year, so we just kind of hung out and chilled and, you know, had a good time. But sleep was not happening. We were not getting any sleep that night, and we were not getting any sleep the one night with the fireball. But yeah, that's just something I was thinking about, and I wanted to share it with y'all. So thanks for watching.